What's up, YouTube? Shout out to Dominic. We're live. We're here on July 20th. We just had a live eviction on Big Brother 19, and yeah, a lot to talk about. Not only about Big Brother 19, a little something happened over north of the border, but yeah, we're here and we have the infamous squad plus a new member. I don't know if you guys remember him from the draft episode where we added a bunch of guests afterwards. But we got Casey. I'll introduce Casey first. What's up, Casey? How are you?
Doing good. Still from the eviction. I wasn't expecting her to act, but that she was going to use that hex. But
yeah,
I'm doing good.
We will get to all of that tea that needs to be spilt tonight. That's for sure. Joining us as well, the normal crew. We got Tyler. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How is everybody?
Yeah, and Malcolm. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great.
I am more than excited to turn it over to you multiple times tonight. Christian, how are you doing, man?
I'm chilling, boo. I'm chilling, boo boo.
Oh, boo boo. Oh, yeah. If you guys didn't see, go check my Twitter. I had a tweet go viral this week. I posted some great Josh gifs. Go check out my Twitter. Retweet, like. I did numbers on that tweet, but yeah. Anyways, I guess we could just dive right into the eviction and what transpired on this episode, which was multiple fights and a Den of Temptation reveal and an eviction, or was it an eviction? We'll get to that. But I feel like I'm Julie Chen. Did I do a good Julie Chen impression there?
yeah, you did, bro. Good job.
By the way, this was like the first time I've ever seen Julie Chen wear jeans. Like,
yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
She was rocking the hipster look. Julie, call me. No, I'm just playing. She's married.
Julie's mine.
But yeah, so we have multiple fights to talk about, and I think we'll start with the first one that happened post veto or post. Was it post veto? No, yeah, post veto ceremony. Obviously, Dominique was blindsided by her group. She was put on the block by Alex. Unfortunately, because she couldn't win the veto, Jason won the veto, and Jason had decided not to use it on her. So she felt like she was backstabbed by her quote-unquote team. She felt like she was lied to, and she basically went into the bathroom, spoke in tongues, and glory to God, he gave her the great magical answer, which was Paul. And so she decided to go around the house and tell everybody that Paul was a snake. And it got back to Paul that he was a snake. I do want to talk about this because, you know, a lot of us were banking on Alex being the one to take the shot at Paul, being the leader of the outsiders, and, you know, actually having brains to play this game. However, she didn't say, okay, Dominique, I got you. Paul's a snake. Let me think about that. Let me sleep on it. Let me keep that information. No. She went right upstairs and told Paul exactly what Dominique said. In classic style, Malcolm, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, the first problem is even if she wanted to target Paul, she couldn't target Paul because Paul had safety. So I think that's the first issue right there. But, you know, really, aside from that, it kind of reminds me of Big Brother 18. You know, I think back to Bridget winning that HOH week 3 and Frank literally controlling her whole HOH. I kind of think that's really what the same thing was this week with Paul and Alex.
Yeah. So she obviously exposed Dominique to Paul, and any chance of, you know, at that moment, any chance of Dominique saving herself or doing anything kind of blew up in her face. And do I think it was a good move? Obviously not, because of the way it transpired. However, I think Dominique was on the right path. Casey, if we can look at this, like maybe rewind like way back, you'd think that there was a way that Dominique could expose Paul and actually help her chance at staying in the house?
Well, you know, the way that I see the game transpiring right now, I like Malcolm said, it's just like BB-18, where Frank was controlling everyone. This is the same classic thing. Paul is controlling everyone. So if Dominique walked up to say Alex or someone in that group that Paul is controlling right now and said, hey, remember, he's a veteran, he knows what he's doing. And I saw that she did that, but she didn't effectively play that out. So if she had played that out and said, he knows what he's doing, just look to other Big Brother games as a reference, then this night could have been completely different. Like, I was watching feeds today, and they were showing that there was an idea to flip the vote because Jessica was asking everyone if it was okay, if their vote was solid, and they thought that she was shady. But in the end, Dominique did not talk about that. She didn't notice that, and if she had noticed that, she could have used that to her advantage, and she wouldn't have been the one that was going out.
Christian, aside from Paul, is there any way you see Dominique being able to save herself tonight?
I feel like she dug herself in a grave. Like, she in her interview when she first got casted, she said she would be level-headed, she'd be cool, and if she got nominated. And when she got nominated, she kind of just gave up. Like, she didn't really try, which I thought was really pathetic. I mean, maybe if she pursued votes early in the week when was nominations? Friday, I think.
Yeah.
Then maybe she could have had a shot, but no. Her game blew up fast.
The way I see it is that Paul was targeting her. So it wasn't Alex, it wasn't Elena, it wasn't Mark, it wasn't anybody else. It was Paul. So Dominique already had a huge hurdle to get over by Paul targeting her, because Paul has numbers across the board. What Paul wants happens. And I think that's kind of testified to Paul's game, the fact that Paul targeted Dominique out of nowhere for no reason. Dominique goes on the block, doesn't get the veto used on her. Dominique goes home 10-0. Paul might be playing a great game, and we might be witnessing it.
I think you also
Now,
I just want to say, I think you guys also take into consideration the seeds that Cody planted before he left, because he really caused doubt and made it seem like Mark and Dom, you cannot trust them. And I got to give, as much as I do not respect Cody, I got to give him credit where credit is due. He definitely did a good job kind of deflecting the target off of Jess's back and making a target out of Mark and Jessica. I mean, Mark and
I do concur. I believe Cody did a great job of keeping Jessica safe this week. In all of his misery and dismay, he actually did something good. I can say that Cody saved Jessica basically by portraying Mark and Dom as a duo and a group that needs to be targeted. So after Alex confronts, after Dominique talks to Alex, Alex actually brings it to Paul and says, Dominique called you a snake. I found out who the snake was. Apparently it's you, blah, 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 blah. And Paul decides, let's have a house meeting and let's all debate whether I'm a snake or whether Dominique's the snake or what's going on. So they do exactly that. And you didn't see the whole argument on the episode. However, live feeders did get to witness the entire episode. So, and or the entire fight. So if you were just like a casual viewer and you're just watching the episode, I'm sure you can find the entire fight on Twitter somewhere or Reddit or one of those crazy sites where you can find everything from every Big Brother season. But basically, I'm just going to go Tyler, who do you think won the fight, Paul or Dominique?
Paul. And it's just simply because of how good of a debater Paul is. Even if he's lying or whatever, he's just excellent with his words. He's very manipulative. He knows how to debate very good. He's shown that in Big Brother 18. And as much as we know Dominique was telling the truth, unfortunately, he's just that good at talking. That's one of his strong suits. It's always been one of his strong suits. And, I got to give a credit where credit is due for Paul for being able to pretty much pin it on Dominique, like, no, I'm not lying. I'm not a snake. And, he, asked Elena, like, hey, did I do this? And Elena went quiet and, and you got to give credit where credit is due, regardless if you have been agreeing with Paul's actions as of lately. It is unfortunate because I really had high hopes for Dominique. I think we all thought Dominique was sitting very pretty, but it just shows the game that Paul is playing and how he was able to just take what he wanted to do and run with it perfectly. And, that's that.
Can I just say what I thought was unbreakable draft team of Malcolm's actually lost a number tonight, and I'm pretty excited about that because I thought he was unbeatable with his lineup of people. But Casey, you're nodding in agreement for that for majority of that time. You think Dominique lost that fight simply to the fact that Paul is great at speaking?
Yeah, the thing about Paul is, especially as a feedster, I watched that fight happen. I also watched, I think, the Big Brother 18 with Paul each and all the fights that happened between them.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy is so good at persuasion too. You have to understand. Like, if
good.
I was in the Big Boss and there was a rock sitting on the table, he could tell me it was bread, and he just has a way of manipulating people, and it's incredible. And that's the reason that everyone loves him. He's not on the radar for simply for that fact, because of the fact that he just knows how to get people to do what he wants.
Yes.
I mean, it's very commendable, and I think he won the fight simply on the fact that Dominique was just simply just saying like, "Oh, you did this, and basically, I loved the whole snake aspect to it, like going up to Dominique and saying, let me hiss at you. I thought that was hysterical. But yes, I do feel like Paul won that fight solely because he's just really, really good at debating people. And because he had a lot of it with Brother 18, with Meech and other people like that, especially with Nicole and other people like that. It was very vibrant personalities that he had to deal with. And he ultimately won that fight. I personally believe.
And I think it was also great on Paul's behalf because he kept asking questions and Dominique wasn't giving like straightforward answers. You get what I mean? Like she was just kind of like, you're going to go home next week. And then Paul was like deflecting, like, well, you're on the block right now. You're going home this week. And he was doing a tremendous job at that. And like he said, he is very manipulative. He is very wise with his words. He is a very good talker. I think we can all know that. He maybe talks a bit too much, but that is one of his strong suits, and he ultimately won this fight. I would have liked to see Dominique win the fight and would have loved to see her get the POV used on her because I think it would have made for great feeds and made it a very interesting week. Yeah. But ultimately, Paul definitely got the W in the situation, and
Christian, do you think that the fact that Paul already had strings attached to these people and was already playing puppet master, do you think that there was really no way for Dominique to win that fight?
There is no way because I feel like you guys said, he's really good at persuasion and everybody already believes him. So, like, why are they going to be like, because this one person said that he said this, well, we already trust him 100%. So, no, I feel like Paul's playing an amazing game. He's playing a better game than last season, and if he wins this game, top 5 all time.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I mean,
I absolutely agree. If he wins,
how you gonna tell me? No, I'm sorry, but Tyler, how you gonna tell me he's not top 5 if he finishes first and second? Thank you.
I mean, I don't think placement. Wait, hold up. Does that mean Jordan Lloyd's a top 5 player because she got first and fourth?
Who else got first and fourth?
Placements does not determine the best player. I freaking love
Paul. But he's playing a good game. He's playing a good game.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm just saying, like,
then you're not comparing the same thing because you're saying that you can't compare 2 players that have completely different gameplay and be like, oh, these are the same person, because you can be like, what was it? You can be like, oh, it's Jet. Never mind.
If Paul's target,
I'm just simply saying I don't think a placement determines the epidemic.
He played an amazing game last season, and he's playing an amazing game this season. So, in my opinion, if he does
targets go home week in and week out, just like it happened so far, I think
he's easily top 10. I'll give him that. Top 5, it ultimately depends. Again, if he continues to play this week, then it's continues to play it the way he's playing it.
That's literally what I'm saying. Next
I know
topic.
that, but I'm saying even taking that into account.
Next topic. Thank you.
No, I'm just saying, taking that into account, I still would not put him at top 5. You're going to tell me right now that he played a more dominant game than someone like Vanessa or Derek or Dr. Will or Dan?
If he wins, he did.
Or Danielle Reyes for that? Come on now. I love Paul, but you're kind of putting him when you're putting that peg.
Nope.
But I mean, it's all opinion. I mean,
if things don't change, Paul will be Big Brother 19, guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean,
if things do not,
it's pretty much set in stone. Yeah.
He's just the thing is that everyone likes him.
Yeah.
Everyone. And if they don't, they walk out the door on a unanimous. He is Paul, literally.
I hate to say.
He reminds me of Dan. It's like a big thing, but everyone likes him. That's the great thing about Paul.
They're literally planning on throwing HOH to this man another week.
I agree. He's definitely playing a brilliant game thus far. But again, it's completely different playing a game when you have 3 weeks immunity versus playing a game where you are eligible of going home. He could have very much have went home week 1. I think you really have to take that into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying 100%.
I agree with
not
that.
Saying that not saying 100% that he goes home, even if he doesn't have the pennant protection, because I think he very much could have swayed those. But that's a prime example of he could have went home week 1, and he was very trusting in Cody and got backstabbed by Cody, of all people. Got stabbed in the back by Cody. That is a prime example of how trusting, and it is one of his biggest flaws. And I am a big Paul supporter, but I will tell you right now, he has acknowledged it himself that trusting people has often been a downfall in his game, and it was very evident in Big Brother 18.
But the problem with that is, when's the last time a returning vet has gone into the game and been the only returning vet?
No, I'm not disagreeing.
Well,
he's playing a great game.
He's got I'm the last person to clap for Paul or do anything, you know what I mean, be biased. But he has a huge hurdle to overcome with the fact that he is the only person to returning into this game, and he's playing it perfectly. Not only that, but if he continues to play the way he plays, I have to side with Christian. If he wins Big Brother 19, I think he's a top 5 player.
But I think also you have to do – I love Paul. I've told Christian a million times. He's one of my all-time favorite players. You do have to factor in the fact that he had friendship bracelets. Week 1, that garnished people that were willing to really respect him and like him. Look at Josh that night. He was like, listen, don't even give me a friendship bracelet, bro. It's all trust, bro. It's all trust. He is in a perfect situation that he should win this game. Honestly, he should hands down win this game because he is in a perfect situation. These house guests trust him. He had the friendship bracelets. He had 3 weeks immunity. He's very they're willing to throw HOHs to him. This is a prime example. If he does not win this game, that is just ultimately goes to speak of that it's his own doing. That's the only way Paul loses this game is if he messes up. Like, honestly, if he makes mistakes, that is the only way Paul loses this game. And I was trying to calculate it. Who do I see in the upcoming weeks taking a shot at Paul? Possibly Jason, possibly Alex in the upcoming weeks. But from a prime example, he's sitting pretty with someone like Matt, sitting pretty with someone like Elena, even sitting pretty with someone like Alex, sitting, thus far. Like, he is sitting so pretty right now that it's just like if Paul, I'm just saying, if Paul stays on this path, there's no way he should not win Big Brother 19, honestly.
I don't think you're giving enough credit to him for doing those things.
No,
like
I am. I've said he's playing probably the best game right now, but I'm just saying he's had tremendous help, and these twists have very much gone to his favor, and you cannot deny that whether you're a Paul fan or
I cannot deny that at all. But he has, I think, the hurdle of being the only vet kind of outweighs, it kind of evens that weight out a little bit.
But it's honestly gone to his favor because he keeps selling the fact that he's a vet, and it's really just gaining the house gets trust more. But I don't want to just dispute it on where's Paul's at. Let's get the real discussion of Big Brother 19.
Yeah. Paul, top 5 player of all time if he continues his
I apologize for disputing that. I apologize.
No, it's okay. A great debate never hurts. Anyways, where we were, the fight, yeah. So I think we all can concur that Paul, he's great. And the way he speaks, the way he talks, and the way that he argues with people by asking them questions, etc. He's great at pinning the target on the other person in the argument, and he did a great job of that. People were isolated from Dominique the entire week after that. and they treated her as if she wasn't even there. And all that has to do with Paul, because I still feel like, even with that info Cody dropped, I still feel like Dominique was nominated for no reason other than Paul just had his eye on her from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So unfortunately, it's just the way Paul is. And whenever you see, it's like whenever a player goes home, not because they weren't loyal to Paul, because Dominique was, not because they did anything to backstab Paul. Dominique didn't do that, but just because Paul simply saw her as a threat and that she was playing a great social game, and so he wanted her targeted.
Yeah.
And I think we need to give credit where credit's due. It was Cody that planted the paranoia.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that. But at the same time, Paul had mentioned targeting Dominique before Cody dropped any intel.
I think
he did.
Yeah, there was definitely multiple factors.
Paul saw her intelligence. I'll say that. And I think that whenever a person is targeted just because they're a threat and not because they necessarily did something to somebody, that goes to show that a person is playing a good game. Because Paul is not playing personal. If he was playing personal, he would go after Jessica. Paul is not playing he's not playing simple. If he was playing simple, he would have went off the Ramses. He's playing a game where he's going to get threats out when they arise. I wouldn't be surprised if Paul's next target is somebody like Mark, somebody like Matt, to split those showmances up. But that's just my opinion, and I think we can move.
He's definitely. I got to give credit. He's definitely playing this game for strategical purposes. He's not going off of, I don't like this person personally. He went up to Dominique and did say, "I hope that we can be friends outside this house."
Mm-hmm.
He did.
There's one threat in the house that people are not thinking about, and that's Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin has single-handedly flown under the radar and caused people to think that Christmas was the hinky vote, even though she was.
Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely agree.
This guy, even though he looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, knows what he's doing.
But it also does seem that Alex and Jason are kind of they kind of understand now that it was Kevin, and they're not as trusting in him. I think I did see on feeds that they do want to still kind of work with him, but they're definitely not as trusting in Kevin as much. And that is ultimately sad, because I am such a huge Kevin fan. I love that man. He's already won $25,000. Then he won $27,000.
Yeah, 27.
$27,000. But, I just want to say I agree with both Casey and Jalen in that situation. They were both correct in the why Paul kind of went after Dominique. He definitely went after Dominique because Cody definitely planted some seeds, and he definitely did see Dominique as a very intelligent and very likely, very prone to win competitions. And Dominique is I think she could have been a very dangerous player in these upcoming weeks.
Yeah.
So, I definitely think it was right for Paul to go after her. Now
we got some true tea to get to with the for all you boo-boos out there. We had a fight over a game of pool, which the way they were this has been brewing, honestly. Who doesn't fight? Who does not fight over pool? I mean, let's be honest. Half the fights that break out in bars and stuff are over pool. You're smoking a cigar and boom, somebody double taps and scratches
Double
and
hits.
throw a beer on them or something, just the normal.
God, I love that.
But in this case, it happened to be in the Big Brother house in 100 degrees in sunny California, and Mark decided he was going to throw some pickle juice and hot sauce in Josh's face and cool him down a little bit, and it backfired. Just a teeny bit. Did it backfire?
Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit.
I see a lot of people saying, oh wait, I need to post a poll. Whenever these people are talking about the fight, I'm going to post a poll. Did Josh double tap? I think he did.
Yeah, he did. He did definitely.
I know. It's all for satirical. Purposes. He definitely double tapped, but it should be interesting to see if he double tapped in the poll, what people say about that. Probably the most entertaining pool game I've ever seen. But, was Josh overreacting in the sense that Mark did throw hot sauce in his face? Malcolm, what do you think?
I mean, if you throw hot sauce in my face, ooh, boy, you got another thing coming, man. I mean, hot sauce. I mean, I would have lost it. I would have gone haywire. I don't know. I don't think he overreacted at all. I mean, it's a game. Whether he won the game or not, I mean, you can't throw hot sauce in someone's face and not expect them to not be upset. Come on, that's a bit much.
It brought for good pizza, I gotta say.
Oh man,
yeah, it did. It did.
Interesting side note. We're podcasting. I believe this happened on Sunday night. Is that when we podcast, or did we podcast Monday? I think we podcasted Monday.
Yeah, I think it was Monday.
We were podcasting, and I get off Twitter, or get off YouTube, Google Hangouts, and I go to Twitter, and I see a GIF of Mark throwing the liquid in Josh's face, and I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
So I turn on feeds, and it all goes down. It all goes down, breaks out. One of the greatest fights in the backyard, at least for live feeders. You know what I mean? Because that was insane.
It was.
They went all out. Let me tell you, they went all out. And Josh actually, in the other house, I know regardless of the way Big Brother edited it, Josh came out in the other house guests' eyes better than Mark did, 100%. Christian, you want to say something about it?
Yeah, Mark's a bitch. Just gonna put that out there. Nah, Malcolm's definitely right. I really don't care how big a guy is, but he throws hot sauce in my face, he's getting his ass beat.
Yeah, can't do that, man. Come
but on. I didn't like how at first they made it seem like, oh, it was just Mark was just joking around. Like that's how they edited it. But then they made Josh look more like a villain, and I hated that because that's such disrespect. Who cares if it's over a pool game? You don't do that, man. You don't do that to another man. That's such disrespect, throwing that in his face. So I liked Mark, and now I have no respect for him whatsoever, and his ass can go out next week.
Here's the
100%.
Hey, my father and I were watching. My father doesn't watch Big Brother, and he thought of when he saw that happen, he was like, Josh is like looking like really bad. But like when you think about it, like y'all are saying, if someone throws hot sauce and pickle juice, both things are very acidic and hot.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna punch him in the face.
Some serious pain involved. Like I'm surprised that Big Brother step in because that can cause some damage for us.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I think Josh had every right to. Yeah.
I was surprised that Mark didn't get called to the diary room or something. I was actually very surprised. But
BB's so lax this season, dude. Like 100%. They didn't get on Cody. They didn't get on Cody and Jessica for not hopping. They didn't get on Matt for breaking have not rules 3 times.
That is true.
They're so lax. They're so lax this season. They don't give a fuck. Like somebody punches somebody in their face, they're just gonna be like, all right, so like just don't do it again, and we won't have any problems. I'll give you $5,000 to not do it again and let Paul win, okay?
Thank you. I have to concur. I honestly.
Yeah.
If somebody throws hot sauce in my face, like I always have this perception of me going into the Big Brother house, like I'm gonna be so relaxed, so chill, so calm, not let things roll off the back. We're not playing personal. But I feel like in a moment like that, if somebody was to throw hot sauce in my face, I feel like I would just black out.
Yeah.
And not be able to like realize where I am, and something might happen that I would regret. But I mean, you have to defend yourself, like. It was disrespectful, regardless if it was a joke. That's like some little girl stuff. Throwing hot sauce in your eyes. Who throws a drink in another guy's face? Like you don't do that. You know what I mean?
An emotional person.
Exactly. And in a way, in my eyes, the way I think Josh received it, but actually didn't say it out loud, I actually think that it made Josh feel like Mark, where the disrespect aspect was coming from it. I think Josh was feeling like Mark was saying like, look, I'm going to throw this juice in your face and you're not going to do anything about it because I'm better than you. I'm bigger than you. I'm a better person than you. Something like to that extent. You know what I mean?
I think it shouldn't even have happened anyways. It was a game of pool.
I know. Yeah.
That's like, it was.
Hey, man, you don't understand,
so
dude. We have a pool table in college and, like, it gets real. Like we have
Yeah,
a
I
game.
know.
It's called Spud,
Trust
and
me.
like
Yeah,
we
I know.
go, like we lose at that. I'm throwing a ball at somebody's head. Like
Oh,
No, literally. I
we're
got
gonna
a Gatorade bottle
upset,
above my
bro.
head because me and my friend were playing pool in my old house that I had. We,
have you
he
ever
got
like
pissed,
skipped?
and
Have
he
you
took
ever?
the bottle and he took a Gatorade bottle and chucked it at my head, and it like broke one of my mom's pictures in my head.
Have you ever like spiked the cue ball like into somebody? Like if they're standing close to the table,
Yeah.
just be like skip it and hop in
No,
the air and like hit them in the
for
nuts and
sometimes-
on accident.
Sometimes, like for Spud, you have like 2 balls, and you gotta hit the other ball, run to the other side, hit it. So like sometimes I would like miss, and like it would bounce and like hit him in the balls,
Yeah, I've
and
done
he'd
that
like fall on
before.
the ground.
You know,
No,
I'm
but
like,
CBS,
I'm like, oops, I didn't do it. My bad. Oh, I'm
CBS should
sorry.
just take the pool table out. CBS just needs to take the pool table out.
Air hockey.
Yeah,
Air
they're
hockey.
probably still fighting
I wish they would put an air hockey table. That'd be cool if they gave them that.
Or foosball. They've had
Yeah, but, like,
foosball before.
Yeah, man.
the last time I saw someone
I'm
throw
just gonna.
drink. Yeah, the last time I saw that happen would be like Real Housewives of Atlanta or something. Like, you don't expect that to be on Big Brother. You expect it with like 10 women in one house.
Expect the unexpected.
Nobody.
Yeah.
No one makes it even funnier though. What makes it even funnier though is the fact that Josh is going off. All right, he's just going off, absolutely going off inside that jacuzzi, going off on Mark's like, look, I don't respect you, and then he's going off, and then Jessica gets into the conversation.
Oh boy.
That pisses. Oh my. Yeah.
Yes. So we get to the game aspect of it where Josh decides that if you're going to cover my integrity as a man, I'm going to break your game down. And basically, you did nothing about Cody backdooring Paul, blah 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 blah. And then Jessica wants to throw her name into it, and I'm like, what are you doing, girl? Like you were doing a good job of integrating yourself back into the group slowly but surely, and here you go by trying to shut down Josh. And the funny thing is, her argument was completely null and void because Josh had already told Paul and Christmas and basically everybody in the house that he lied to Jessica because he didn't owe them anything.
Yeah.
And she tried to use that as an argument, and guess what? It bloop flopped. That's all I got to say about it.
Hey, boo boo. Hey, it's okay,
No.
boo boo.
But I think also I thought it was cool that Paul. I don't know if Paul's DR was scripted or not. When he was like, Jessica, you're trying to fly under the radar. He's like, you're literally the radar. Like, remember when he was talking about Jessica being under the radar? It was.
Yeah. You're right next to the radar. Right. You're on the radar. Hey, you are the radar.
Oh,
What
wait,
pissed me off?
We forgot the iconic Paul snapping at Dominique.
Oh, I don't know if that was iconic. That was kind of uncalled for, but I don't know. Just Dominique was just nodding her head in agreement, and all of a sudden goes, Paul, why are you nodding your head? Like, Paul, take a chill.
I wasn't talking to you. No.
Take a chill.
What pissed me off was how Jessica is like she says in her DR, I'm just trying to lay low, trying to make friends. But like Josh didn't even call you out. Like
and then,
you could have just shut up and then you get mad at him and you're like, I'm like, you're the one that spoke. Like you're the one that raised your voice and started an argument and you lost. So why?
Yeah.
I think we all can agree though that was definitely probably the most entertaining aspect of Big Brother like thus far this season.
Yeah,
that
probably.
Definitely.
Yeah, oh yeah.
100% for sure.
Definitely so entertaining.
Yeah.
We might.
I just say like let me just say
we
this
might
has been the
disagree
most.
on Paul's ranking, but we definitely agree on that.
Yeah.
What did you say, Casey?
This has been probably the most explosive season I've seen a Big Brother yet.
They've done that on purpose. The casting was great this season.
100%.
It's great.
Great casting.
I was like this is nuts.
I don't think legitimately though. I don't know who said it. Was it Christian that said great casting?
Yeah. It is.
Dude, I gotta agree with you, bro, because Ramsey's, Kevin, even Cody, Jessica, it's such an excellent.
I just gotta we got a vibe when we had our first podcast. We're like, guys, this cast is gonna be great.
Yeah.
The game aspect might not always be there, but like the feed aspect is like it hits the mark. And the episodes, like every single veto episode has been absolutely.
Yeah.
Every veto ceremony has had me like this. Like literally, like on my feet. I'm like, you got to be kidding me! Like this season I don't care if you're like a hater.
Yeah.
This season's great.
It's great. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, 100%. I wish.
I do have to.
Yeah, I wish it would have just been purely all newbie because I think it would have been so much more
Yeah.
entertaining. But if
Yeah.
I said it already, if it was going to be one vet that was going to come back this season, it was nobody other than Paul. I was not dealing with another season of James Hooling, freaking annoying ass. Sorry for cussing. Annoying freaking pranks 24/7 on the feeds. At least Paul.
Hey, James.
At least Paul is bringing game. That's all I gotta say. At least he's bringing game. And he's not just being absolutely annoying. He's annoying, but the way someone like James is.
Yeah. Yeah. So apparently, I posted this poll, and it says the real question is, did Josh scratch on the 8 ball? With 59 votes, apparently 62 votes, 87% say Josh scratched on the 8 ball. So
that 13%, you guys are right. Good job. Give yourself a cookie. Good job, kiddos. They're literally they zoomed in on it. They're like, tap tap. Oh man, double.
What I don't like, you guys mentioned the editing. What I don't like about the way that they edited it is when we saw feeds, we knew that the fight was not over the pool game. The fight was over the drink in the face. And the way they edited it was that they were actually fighting over Josh double tapping, when in reality, they were fighting over the fact that Mark threw
the hot sauce.
Right.
Yeah.
Mark can catch these hands, bro. I swear.
That's where it was kind of misleading because Josh did scratch, obviously, and but he wasn't fighting over that part of it. You know what I mean? So it's whatever.
Just let me re-hit it, bro.
yeah. Unfortunately, things happen like that, and
Christian, what's wrong?
I guess
I'm watching TV, and it's insane right now. Somebody just got shot.
Oh,
I think
that's interesting.
No, it's the show right after Big Brother. It's Zoo.
No, I remember I was watching feeds when it was going on, and Raven walked out the door and was literally started dancing, and I don't think any of y'all caught that because
I caught that, guys.
Yeah, I saw it.
Radical Reality TV does not support Raven.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can I just throw that out there? I'm sorry to Raven stands. I have the biggest eye roll whenever she's on the screen.
I was like, Raven, what are you doing?
Did you the screen capture where she pushed her butt out for Matt, and Matt was looking back?
Listen,
Did y'all see that?
We can't deny the fact that Mark really wants Jessica.
Matt,
can we?
Yeah.
Matt does, yeah.
Yeah, and Matt's literally
Matt.
Matt's curved Raven at least 8 times. Has to.
And he wears that bro, he wore the same orange shirt again at the freaking eviction.
Okay, they stole his clothing. 100%. They had to. They had to steal his clothing because that man only has 3 shirts. I'm literally, I'm wondering. I'm like, bro, what did you put in your bag when you got here? Because I saw your bag was packed. Did you put protein or something? I'm worried for you, Matt.
Hashtag. I think he was.
Hashtag Shirtgate. Hashtag Shirtgate.
No, hashtag find Matt a shirt. I think he was stuffing medical supplies in for Raven for all of her.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh, Miller got shot.
Dude, he wears that same blue and orange shirt every day, and he eats cereal.
That Texas Longhorn shirt.
Can we just talk about the fact that Raven literally tries to do anything Christmas does? Christmas falls, breaks her foot. I'm convinced.
I'm falling down the stairs.
At this point, I'm convinced she fell down the stairs on purpose.
Yeah, I do too.
You notice it didn't even make the episode. Yeah. It didn't even make the episode. Nobody that doesn't watch feeds knows she fell down the stairs.
Did y'all see her running yesterday?
I know. In the episode today, she was limping. I'm like, come on, girl. You've been running.
No, did you see the video online? Matt's like, are you going to be fully healthy tomorrow? And then she starts talking. He's like, excuses, 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 and then walks away. I was like, good job, bro.
No, listen. I'm going to leave it at this. It's the victim noises.
Oh, gosh.
Cody left that impact on the house. BB19 will be the year of victim noises.
Yeah.
Victim.
Okay.
Cody. Yep.
We got to keep it rolling.
The Den of Temptation, eh?
Oh, crap.
Wow. So I think we were all hoping Dominique would get the Den of Temptation.
Yeah.
However, I was.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Not really.
Nope. Thank you, Malcolm.
Nobody was rooting for her?
No, Casey was.
No.
I thought it would have been cool if she would have got it but
Who did you
So we
want,
ha-
Malcolm?
care who gets it, honestly.
Let's
Who
vote.
did you want, Malcolm?
I want Dominique to get the Den of Temptation because I've
Thank
said
you.
this before. But if she gets it, nothing is going to change. She's just going to leave the very next week, and that 10-0
She's not
vote
winning
kind
the
of
comp.
proves that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 10-0 vote proves that nobody is going to work with her ever again. Her game it's done. So and I figured Jessica had it. So I was happy.
Yeah,
Hey,
100%.
Malcolm, I'm gonna send you some tea because, bro, you literally spilled all yours.
Literally, her only hope would have been that she wins HOH and that she could have hopefully made allies, but we all know it was not going to happen.
But
So
she's
wasn't
the
gonna
one
happen.
person that was going to go after Paul.
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
no, yeah, I agree.
we said that last
Listen,
episode, though.
If let's say Dominique stayed in the house and she
It's
managed
insane.
to pull off HOH, Paul's not going home because he has the numbers.
But
Really.
does he have safety? Again, that's the other thing.
It doesn't matter. What
No,
he's
I
saying
don't
is,
think so.
no. Paul, Dominique one shouldn't have thrown the HOH because that was pathetic.
Yeah,
Two,
she needed that.
she's just like, I don't know. She said she didn't need it. I was like, Dominique, you're so stupid.
The irony.
Two, if she really was a Dominique the Dominator, she would have busted ass in that veto competition. And I saw that fall she did where she fell backwards. How do you fall backwards?
I don't know.
that. You
When
literally-
when she caught herself, that was pretty impressive.
I was like, shit.
yeah.
She had the.
Here, I'm gonna make a prediction right now. Okay.
Can I just shout out Scott Dennis for saying that he likes. Just want to shout out that I love Scott Dennis. If you check him out,
Casey, what were you saying?
Okay. So
Here's Scotty.
here's my prediction, guys. So
Okay.
if Cody wins Battle Back,
Mhm.
typically Battle Back person goes home the next time, right? I mean, yeah, we didn't see that.
What about Victor?
But I know. I was about to say we didn't see that last year with
Oh.
Victor. But I'm looking like with Pacer and everything. So basically, here's what I'm hoping happens. If Cody wins the Battle Back competition, he's probably going to get put up on the block, meaning that he'll probably be there, and then Jessica will stop the eviction and
then-
talk drama. I'd love to see that.
It will probably be Jessica and Cody on the block next week, and she stops his eviction. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Unless
Yep.
one of them wins HOH and just goes off, and then I will be shook.
Frank Cooley, Big Brother 14 right now.
So she won. Jessica got the temptation, meaning she can
Dude,
stop
that-
any of the next 4 evictions.
That's
Three.
huge.
And that's why I said it was not necessary for her to use the halting hex this week.
Yeah.
It's
No,
3,
it wasn't.
guys.
Well, can you say 4 and then 3 now?
Yeah.
because, yeah.
Yeah.
Can
yeah.
somebody
So,
say
yeah.
Can somebody say the phrase that she said 3 times? Can somebody say it?
Halting Hex. Halting Hex will rise. Eviction night dies. Halting Hex rise
Oh,
or something.
Shout
Yeah.
out to
Halting
eviction
Hex
night dies. Halting
Yeah,
hex
so-
rise. Eviction night dies.
We know
Uh-oh.
Jessica. This is a person that did need the halting hex because she was going to be a target long term for the next few weeks, and she got it. So we should be prepared to see an eviction stop very soon.
Yeah.
Probably next week, more than likely. And because I don't know if you guys noticed, but at the very end of the episode, Paul actually was telling other people that she knew about it.
Yeah, he
No.
did, yeah.
At the very
Yeah.
end. At the very
Freaking
end.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
No, but I just want to see her want to next week try to stop it and forget what she's supposed to say.
Yeah. She doesn't.
I forgot what I was supposed to say. But I'm using my temptation.
So we could get to the live eviction that transpired, and Dominique gave a great speech. She was rapping or rhyming, or
That wasn't a great speech. That
It
was
was a
such
good
flop.
it was
No,
good.
that was a flop.
I enjoyed that. That was good.
It was a good
Yeah,
speech.
took
I would
10
have been.
minutes.
I would have been drunk if that was a shot game where every time she said God,
Listen,
Hey, I will say this:
her
I don't
faith
like
in the Lord is
bringing-
strong.
I don't like bringing God into the game or whatever, because I mean, let's not get into that. But I will say this: if she prayed and God told her Paul 3 times, I mean, who was
That was.
who targeted?
Oh my God!
Who targeted Dominique?
Even talk about that. Holy crap!
Paul. Oh yeah, her speaking in tongues. Wow.
Guys, that was shook. I was shook. Like, I was so scared.
No,
No, but
hey,
Jalen, I think we talked about it last.
Guys, is she in the podcast right now?
I have it. I have a mic drop moment, okay? Use Dominique speaking in tongues for the Survivor intro.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Tell me if you put a little ring behind it, it doesn't sound like the Survivor intro.
Okay. Guys, for our Survivor
Dominique speaking in tongues
podcast,
is the Survivor intro.
For our Survivor podcast, that's going to be our intro for every Google Hangout.
No.
Yeah, for every video.
No.
Dominique speaking in tongues.
Wait, Jalen, what do you? I know it's wrong, but what do you mean you don't like when she uses like God? Because Dan.
No.
Dan did it
No. I'm saying like the whole like God spoke to me and this, that, and the other.
I get what you mean.
That I'm kind of.
It just kind of turns the game into something that it shouldn't be. Okay. You know what I mean? Like it turns it into more of like a, because Paul ended up disrespecting her views and her religion, whereas if she just would have kept it out of it in the first place, it wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? So it's just like
I see where you're coming from.
You know what I mean? It's Big Brother.
I was gonna say if it's something like Big Brother 14 Dan, then I'm all on it because that was amazing. But yeah, I see where you're coming from.
What about? Hey, one of my favorite Dan moments. Sorry, guys, but I actually have a favorite Dan moment.
Ollie?
No, when that was Keisha's birthday fight, and this man was literally sitting on the couch reading a Bible. I was like, respect, homie, respect. Dude, he's like, I'm minding my own damn business. I ain't looking up. I'm looking straight at James. Oh, this is a good chapter. Whew.
No, that's funny. Christian just brought that up because I just rewatched Keisha's birthday yesterday, and I remember.
Yeah, because I sent it to you.
No, but I just wanted to. Yeah, actually, you did. I gotta give you credit. You did. And
it's so good.
Remember when Jerry goes to tell us about Memphis and making fun of it, and Memphis goes.
He's like, hey, he's talking shit. He's talking about you, Memphis.
That's when Rennie snapped.
Memphis gets up. He's like, man, I'm gonna shove that finger straight down his throat. I swear, if he brings up my name, I'm not playing like that.
Hey, I hate Paul now because Queen Rennie said she does not like Paul's game.
What?
Queen Rennie on Twitter. Check it out.
That kind of hurt me a little bit.
America votes for 3 nominees to face an instant eviction. What is it? I'm just reading. 3 nominees to face an instant eviction.
I think you're lying.
Do you have any breaking news?
If it's true or not? I'm just looking at stuff on
What'd you say,
Twitter. America votes for 3 nominees for instant eviction. I'm just looking. I don't know if it's true or not. We'll see.
Whose at was that?
What if the house gets like
just people tweeting?
Oh.
Now, personally, my thoughts on the curse is, before the season started, that we were noticing that Paul was really inactive on social media.
Right.
We thought of 2 names. We thought of Frankie and we thought of Paul.
Shut up,
Frankie.
Hey. Ew, bro, chill.
So, we got one right. Maybe the curse is Frankie.
Oh no!
Stop, Casey.
That would be insane.
No.
Casey, leave. Casey, leave. Casey.
No.
Casey, leave. Casey, leave.
Do not speak that into existence, please.
No.
Guys.
Christian said you are not allowed in the podcasting anymore.
God, dude.
No,
I couldn't stand Frankie, man. Hey, I'm a Big Brother ×3 on Twitter. I won a battle of the block or whatever freaking competition by myself.
Now, did I say that I say that I wanted him back? I didn't say that.
He's a top 10 most hated house guest of all time on CBS, I'm pretty sure.
Probably. What Dakota Sloan? One of our viewers says, "Hell no! Keep Frankie the hell out of this."
retweet, quote, follow, like.
No, but what if the consequence is the house guest voting one of them in?
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine Paul or can you imagine Frankie and Raven together?
Oh my God.
Oh, good.
God.
Gravy.
Guys, I know the twist. I just got a text message
Michael
from
says-
Allison Grotner.
Michael says, if Frankie comes in, I'm canceling my feeds. Raven, Christmas, Paul are enough. Yeah, I can agree.
Guys, I just got a text message. I just got a text message from Allison Grotner. You want me to read it?
Sure.
Okay. The twist is 3 people will be entering the game. We have Aaron from BB15. We have that's cool. We have Willie from BB14.
You're just picking
And we
everybody
have-
that's-
And we have Lawan from BB 12.
Oh my God.
13, my bad.
Keep it.
Nope. Actually, Rhonda just shot me a text and she said Brian Hart is coming back.
Yay.
Oh, I'd be perfectly fine.
I would
with that.
love. Hey,
Hell
I
yeah,
love that.
bro.
Yeah,
Dude.
bring him back.
Okay, so
Brian's first
Wait, so what,
Evicting of
I
all
don't
time.
even know what we're on. We've been talking about Tim.
Oh yeah, we kind of
I don't
gone off.
Dominique's
No, we're at-
speech turned into Frankie.
Oh, it
okay.
did, to be honest.
They're bringing Eric Stein
Oh
back.
gosh.
He's not playing
What
with
about
the player of his
what
life.
about Frankie, Bronte, and Raven all in the same house together?
No.
Hey, I'm taking my
no.
headphones out now.
Jalen, I got a
No.
question.
Volume all the way down.
What is 9 times 9?
89, obviously.
89. 89.
Gosh, God.
They're bringing Malcolm in the house.
You guys got it. I'd be okay with that.
It's a mess. It's
Malcolm's
a
going to
mess.
Big Brother 19. Y'all ready,
I
guys?
am not. Am not.
Okay, so
All
Jessica,
right, guys, we
had,
got to keep this going.
Jessica had a normal speech, and turns out the house guests decided to vote out Dominique 10-0. Big surprise, no surprise.
Good voice.
First unanimous vote. First one we've
Yep.
had.
Jessica decides not to use the halting hex, so therefore she has it for 3 more evictions, and yeah, so Dominique's gone, and then we have like a little battle back segment, which was interesting to say the least. They interviewed all the house guests, and one of the viewers asked earlier, "What do you think Dominique was telling Cody that was going on?"
Oh, probably.
What do you think?
Probably what happened. Like
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
And you know, we had mentioned that Cody actually said in his interview that he might work with Paul. Do you think what Dominique says could potentially throw that out the window?
100%.
I mean, yeah,
It
but
might.
I don't know. I think it all depends on what she said. If she said my alliance turned on me, then maybe not. But if she said Paul turned on me and Paul did this, then
Bro,
yes, 100%.
She said Paul. She said Paul 100%.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
she snitched.
She probably did say Paul, but
She snitched.
100%.
Yeah.
And so tomorrow we have a battle back episode, and
We'll be here.
Wow.
We'll be here live to recap the battle back episode.
I won't. Guys, I won't be here.
You won't be here.
No, I'm going bowling.
Okay, so Christian will not make it. Maybe we'll have
Podcast live
Casey.
from your bowling area.
Yeah.
We want to see. We want to see your bowling skills.
We got something else to talk about.
They're good.
Hashtag. What was it? Hashtag we are listening, or you
BB
can.
10-6.
Hashtag you can and you will. Hashtag
Oh,
Yeah.
Hashtag BB Australia 18.
yeah. Hashtag
Hashtag-
Australia.
Hashtag
BB Canada.
Godfrey for the win.
BB Canada 6 is renewed officially after being quote unquote canceled.
Yay.
No, it's on hiatus or itis.
Hiatus, yes.
We'll be
Hiatus.
whenever it is in 2018. We'll be recapping it and we'll be podcasting it. God willing, we're still podcasting at that point, which
You
is
can't make me podcast unless Godfrey and Ika are on Big Brother Canada.
I doubt it, but
Ika's
a lot of
never
people-
coming
a
back.
lot of people are excited that BB Canada is back. Quite frankly, I am too. It's
Everybody
another
is.
season of Big Brother.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's really good.
3 in 1 year. Oh, thank gosh. BBOTT renew. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, listen, y'all can have Big
no.
Brother Canada back. I want BBOTT too, and I want.
It is coming back.
on.
It is coming back.
BBOT. Hey, there you go, Malcolm. You can be on Big Brother over the top.
Yeah, apply.
For real, they cast like the randomest people. You can make it.
Oh, thanks, Christian. Thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate the support.
Oh, guys,
Thanks.
people that are watching, I have something to say. All right, so catch us at Hearts of Reality, August 10th through the 12th. Jalen, Tyler, and myself are going to be there. It's going to be lit. We're gonna post photos with all these Survivor Big Brother stars, Amazing Race stars, a bunch of other reality shows. check us out there if you're going.
It's gonna. I have to say.
You know what we look like because of the podcast. So just like if you see us, like, hey, say what's up.
I mean, which another huge accomplishment. We have 175,000. 175,000. What the heck?
Not properly yet.
I'm just thinking future. You know,
Yeah, I got you.
Just a few years. No, we have 175 subscribers. Not as huge as 175,000, but I mean, it's still big for the domain, the niche that we're in, and I appreciate it a lot. And hopefully, we keep on growing. Hopefully, I mean, I want to bring you guys better podcasts, better content. We're just lame people, so I mean, it's hard, but you know. Tweet these Big Brother stars, tweet these people that watch the feeds, try and get them on the show, because if they hear from the people that are actually watching that, you know, they should come on, then maybe they'll come on. I want to bring you guys
I'm gonna get at least one person from Big Brother on by the end of the season.
Listen, if Dr. Will's not on, I'm quitting.
I quit. Yeah.
All right, bye guys. Guess you're not coming on because Dr. Will.
But yeah,
Nope.
I honestly appreciate. I mean, I'm speaking for us all in this case. I appreciate all the support and all the likes. I mean, every video, regardless of views, every video gets tons of likes, and that's great because obviously I appreciate you guys like the content, you like the podcast. But just comment some ideas. You know what? Like if you guys want, obviously we only put out podcasts, but if you guys want like videos or anything like that, like short videos. Or anything like that, just comment ideas for like top 10. We did top 10 Big Brother players, so like bad moves, stuff like that. Just best seasons, yeah, stuff like that. Comment down below.
Biggest floater.
Can I just say, I want to say my brother. Like I showed my brother about our podcast, and he told me he was like, "I'm surprised anybody would want to watch you, Tyler."
I'm surprised too, honestly.
Yeah, to be honest.
Wow, thanks.
Not just Tyler, no. All right.
But yeah, I guess that ends our podcast. We'll be back tomorrow live. Go ahead.
I just gotta say, I was scrolling through my Instagram, and somebody shot Dan. Dan sent it on a screenshot. I just had to say it because it was funny. And they were like, "I'm watching you on Big Brother 9. I love you and your wife, but I just want to say you look a little fatter."
What?
What?
Oh, he's talking about Joshua. Well, yeah, Joshua, the gay guy.
Huh?
Okay. I thought they were trying to say it to him. I'm like, you didn't even get a season correct.
No, it was a joke. It was a joke. I don't even know who they're talking about because Dan's not fat and he's not on BB9.
It doesn't matter. So. The only thing I know about Dan is Dr. Will's better. So that's pretty much it. But yeah,
Dr. Will made it. Dr. Will literally won a game.
That is the discussion for another time.
No discussion.
Don't get it started.
All right, bye guys. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Hashtag, I want to be like Taryn. Taryn's my idol.
Follow us all on Twitter. You know the deal. It's been a great podcast, and we'll be back live tomorrow. It's every day, bro. See you later. Peace out.
Hey, got the new camera.
It's every day, bro, with that same busy flow. Peace out.